See that? Now that's attached to this. Now I know I can get this at the hardware store, this exact same one, but again, it might be the responsibility of the HOA because it's on the exterior of the door and stuff. I'm gonna have to talk to them first, or have Momi talk to them first and see if they'll change out this handle. They probably won't. They'll just say, oh yeah, it's just wear and tear. But if it's not broke, we're not gonna fix it. Or they may say, you know, anything attached to your door is your responsibility to fix, but you have to go like for like. So I'll have to check with that. But if I have to change that, I will. You know, it still works. But if this breaks off or something, or if Momi wants this fixed, you know, I'll have to change that. Now I don't know. You know what? Because this is passage and stuff, this part right here, you know, is probably interchangeable with these. I could probably take this off if it's the right swing, if the handle is the right swing. Now see, this paddle goes to the right, that one goes to the left, right? And I'm gonna have to look and see if we got a passage one like this that goes that way without the screws, without the attached screws. And if not, the paddles might be interchangeable. I might be able to flip them around. We'll have to see on that. Okay, sometimes you can take just this part out, but the thing is, even if I could do that, the inside part is the part that's really loose. See that? And so I'll have to look around. Maybe we can find one that's straight off to the left with no screws in it. And see, I can't do the bathroom because this is a privacy. It's got the push button on there. See, so I'll have to go up. I'll have to go upstairs. Well, I wasn't gonna make this part of the video, but hey, I'm kind of curious now. I might be able to fix that. I might be able to fix that with another handle. Nope, not that one. Good grief! Do we have one? Nope, not the bathroom. Here, because it's got the little button, because that's a privacy handle. So if you ever lock yourself out, you can just press on there. And because this one here, let's just see. See, it just pops straight out, right? So if that's locked from the outside, all you have to do is take a little thing and push in there, and it pops out on the other side. Okay? And I don't know if there's one single one in this place. You know, yeah, see this one's not either because there's the screws. There's one other bedroom up here. And this is right, but it's got the privacy handle. Let's look, here's a straight one, but it goes to the right. That's not gonna work. Here's another bathroom, that's not gonna work. Here's the right way, but that's not gonna work. We got one more to check, and look at this. Look at this. The last door in the house. This just might work on the front door. I don't know if it will or not. But I may check it out. And if it fits on there, I might put that on. See, because this is Schleg. And it should be interchangeable from there over. Well, I'll have to check that out later. That's the only one in the house, and it could fix that little sloppy handle. And if it does, we won't have to do anything to that one, because all of these handles in here, if she wants it, they're going to be changed to nickel. And it's almost like this color here. Nickel is kind of brushed chrome almost, but see, it's got a tinge of a different color on it. Can you see? And so that's why she wants to go with the nickel, and I'm sure she'll say, no, that's what I want. And so maybe I can change it. And in fact, you know what? I missed that, didn't I? There's screws on this one. So I'm gonna have to find a paddle with the screws. And I think there was one on here. You see there? There's one right there. The paddle's to the left. The paddle's to the left. And the screws are on there. See? I could probably use that one, replace this one because it's so floppy. And that goes for, you know, even if you have one like that, it might behoove you to do that, to find one. And then even if you were going to keep this color, let's say, okay, then you can go down to the store and buy another one exactly like this to replace this one, and that would be way cheaper than buying a whole setup like this. You know what I mean? This one's probably, oh, I don't know, $80 or close to $100, something like that. And this one here is probably $35. So there, I just gave you a tip. Try that if you need something like that, okay? So enough of that, of the different things. I've got to get busy and put these locks back in, and then I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna walk around here. We're gonna be painting this whole thing. I still have to go over with Mommy on the colors and all that kind of stuff, but I know one of the things I'm going to have to do, and I'll show you that. I'll make this a different video. Is all of the doors are going to be painted, all the door frames are going to be painted, all the baseboards are going to be painted, and the walls, the ceilings, all that kind of stuff. So I know even before I get the paint that I can stay over here and I can do some work. Can I? I can check all these doors, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that on a different video, but I'm going to open and close them, make sure that none of the doors are sagging, or check different things out, different things that I have to do before I take these doors down. Because see, once I check all the doors and make sure they're opening and closing properly and there's enough clearances and nothing's rubbing on anything, then I can take all the doors out. I can take the hinges out, I can take the doorknobs out, and then I can stack all these doors inside the garage, because eventually like I say, all those doors are going to be painted, so then I can take those out. I can sand them, I can do all that kind of stuff, and I can get them out of here. And then they'll be out of my way for when I get ready to start painting. Okay, now granted, this front door, I'm not going to be able to do that for the front door. I'm not going to take the front door off, and I'm only going to be painting this door, you know, from this edge over. And see, that last time whoever painted this, they painted the interior side. They didn't paint the side, did they? Or with the same color as the outside. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it right. And so I'll have to paint this one in place and all that. And I'll go over that, like I say, in a minute. Just keep watching my videos. And if you want to see the transformation, what I'm going to be doing over here, you know, well, I'm going to get somebody over here to restretch the carpets and fix the puckering. See along here, it's all kind of raised up. That's because this carpet is probably, oh, who knows, 4 or 5 years old, 6 years or more. And I don't even know if we're going to save it yet. I've got to talk to Mommy about it and all that kind of stuff, because obviously if we're going to save it before I paint, I'm going to have to put masking tape down, be real careful on down to the carpet and try to get it kind of painted with the paintbrush down as the carpet curves, you know what I mean? Gonna have to do that. Man, this is gonna take a while to do all that. And anyways, enough of that for right now. I've got to put these locks back in. Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. I thought I was done with this video, silly Joe. Hey, I got back from the locksmith. As you can see, I put the locks back on, and I put the deadbolt on this front door. Everything's working fine. And what I wanted to really show you was this handle. Remember before how it was really floppy? Look at that. And remember I told you, hey, maybe these are interchangeable? See this? This was the front door handle. And I looked on the back side after I pulled it off. There's a spring on there, and the parts, the little brackets, the nibs are kind of worn a little bit because this door handle is used so much on this front door. And see, there's the other thing. I got it to work, and son of a gun, this little closet just happens to be, you know, a little storage closet. It's got a little cat door in here. Isn't that cute? You can put the cat in here, and the poop box and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of a good idea. Do something like that. Well, because it's inside a closet and not out, you know, somewhere else, nobody uses this back handle, do they? Because you're only going to be using this on the front all the time. And look how big the gap is there. This is barely notched in there. If I pull hard enough, see, it just comes out. So that's another something I'm going to have to fix. See how big the gap is? My word. Look at that. It should never be that big. And I'm going to have to put some shims, you know, undo this and put some screws on the backside, use them as shims and screw them in and out. And then I can draw this just slightly over a little bit. I can do that on all the hinges. I'm not going to do that now because remember, I'm going to be painting these doors, and I'm probably going to be changing all the hinges and all that kind of stuff anyways to different ones. So when I look at this door, I'm going to know that, okay, it's going to be okay, and I'm going to be able to fix everything with the brand new hinges after the door's been painted and all that kind of stuff. Look at that. That's no good. And so this was able to fit. And see, if you weren't going to change the color of your knobs on the inside, the handles, the lever paddle handles on the inside of your house, you find something on the inside of a closet or something, and maybe you can swap out something else that's bad. It doesn't have to necessarily be your front door. It could be something else. But because it's the front door, I know that's nice and secure. I don't have to worry about it breaking or anything or snapping off. And so I know I don't have to buy a whole new handle assembly, you know, like that. Okay, I just saved some money. Made it look better. Now when I replace all these, I'm gonna end up saving all these handles. I'll probably put them up in storage somewhere. And worst case scenario, if this gets bad again or if it ever breaks off, I'm gonna have to be careful. I'm gonna have to remember, hey, I've got to save some parts before I give them all away, before I throw them all away, before I think they're bad or anything like that. Okay? And remember I was saying these handles might be interchangeable, and they might be. Some paddle handles are, some aren't. And depending how old your handles are, you might have to have bought them years ago, a left-hand door, right-hand door, stuff like that, and maybe this handle could only go here and it couldn't go anywhere else. But nowadays, when you get a paddle handle, you can flip-flop these around. That way you always have the screws on the inside. Even if your handle, when you buy it, it's going to be set up for either right-hand swing door or left-hand swing door. And so the very opposite doors, whatever ones they don't fit on, know that you can change. You should be able to change the paddle handles. That's for Schlage. And I always like to get Schlage, and Home Depot always has Schlage, and they seem to wear really good, and they look nice too. I like it how it folds up and bows down like that. Now you can install these a different way, the very opposite, where the handle goes up. And if you've got a handicapped person inside the house, or an older person who can't use the wrist a lot, or they have a weak grip or something, if you have this flipped up the other way, then all they have to do is sit over here and pull down. Instead of their hand sliding off, they're going to grab this because it's flipped up the other way, and all they have to do is just barely grab it to pull it down. Okay, so there's a tip for you. But I generally, when I put a paddle handle on, this is the direction I like it to go, right there. But you can flip them around the other way. Okay. Well, there you go. I saved some money, and hopefully you learned something. I'll see you next time.